Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It is the starting 11 prediction show, nearly said player rating show there for Liverpool versus Newcastle on Saturday at 12:30. But before we get into it, I just wanted to say, Paul said some words on the Uncensored Match build-up show this morning. I just want to sort of echo those thoughts and those feelings. Obviously, this week has been an absolutely mental week in terms of what's been going on outside of the team itself, but obviously in the larger football landscape with the proposed creation of a European Super League and then the fans all coming together. I just want to say I'm immensely proud that we as a collective were able to achieve what we all knew was right in our heart of hearts, and that was to stop an uncompetitive league going forward. And I think from my point of view, I really truly believe that unity is strength, and as such we've just put out a statement on our Redmen TV website and on our social feeds telling you Redmen TV's exact position, and that is that we are going to take advice and from the likes of Spirits of Shankly, the FSA, Spying Cop and all the different fan collectives from up and down the length and breadth of this country that represent their communities, their fan bases and their football clubs before we move on to the next stage, because I have a sincere sort of hope that Liverpool fans and fans of all these clubs, if we come together, we can actually affect change in the sport that we love. There is so much corruption, there is so much wrongdoing, and I wouldn't even attempt to list some of the things, but I think we've got to look to the future of this sport. So for me, it's massively important. Do go and check those social media posts out and get involved and share it if you agree, and let us know if you don't. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, and with that being said, you know, we do have our responsibilities to you, the viewer, to ourselves, to our employees, and to our sponsors. And that being said, we are today being brought to you by Redmen Picks. So we'll do a little bit more later on in the show for you guys. But I'm here, as I always am, every single game to try and predict Liverpool starting 11 for this one. So back to business as usual. My word. Alisson Becker in net, what a performance he put in against Leeds United the other day. I mean, 3 really big, really world-class sort of saves from Alisson. He's going to keep his place. Robertson is getting ran into the ground. There is not going to be a Kostas Tsimikas. I don't think there'll be a James Milner starting in that left-back berth, because I don't know what's going to happen with Nat Phillips. So I'm going to go that we see what we saw against Leeds, and that's Fabinho drop in, Kabak play alongside him, Trent Alexander-Arnold there as well. And then moving on into the midfield, I think, you know, we'll see Thiago, I think we'll see Gini Wijnaldum, I think we'll see James Milner, a nice industrious but yet creative midfield to play behind the front 3 of Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino and Mo Salah. Onto the substitutes then, Adrian. I'm just going to put a collection of names here. Nico, Ben, Alex, Shaqiri, Naby, Diogo, Kostas, Kurt and Nat Phillips. I don't know, I've got too many subs because I'm sort of relying on whether people are going to be fit or not. So if Kurt Jones is fit, he's probably going to make the bench. If Nat Phillips is fit, he's probably going to go back in at centre half and stuff like that. But I am going to just quickly show you Redmen Picks. It's available every single game that Liverpool play. It's completely free to enter. You can click the link in the description or go to redmenpicks.com, and yeah, you can play. So it's just some simple questions really. How many goals will Liverpool score? I've said 2. How many goals will Leeds score? I've said 1. And it's those types of questions that we're going to be looking for. You can win a share of £1,000. First prize is 500 quid, but it's a £1,000 prize pot. So if 2 people win it, that'll be shared, etc, etc. So do go and get involved and support Redmen Picks. Thank you very much. Back on to the show then. Let's start with some comments then, please. Hugo M says, when are we giving Davies a run out? Not sure we ever really will, to be honest with you. Not sure we ever really will. Can't imagine that he's going to start. Just don't understand why we signed him, to be honest with you. If we knew that Nat Phillips was going to be good enough. But maybe we didn't. John Kale says, Mane to bag for 2 games in a row. Jack says, Naby lad. Naby lad, indeed. Where are you? What are you doing, Naby lad? Where are you going today, my friend? Is it going to be in the centre of the park there? I very much doubt it. Kurt Jones needs a game, and we need him driving at players. Yes, if he is fit, I would actually probably play a little bit of Kurt Jones in this game. And I might even give Robbo a day off and put James Milner there, but more importantly, I would really just like to see Kurt Jones, and I might drop Milner for this one, not drop, but sort of he's played quite a bit of football over the last little while. I'd love to see Kurt Jones come back in, but again, what's his fitness levels like? Is he even going to be fit and available for this one? Not sure. We've just had a new member join up, Jack. Welcome as a first teamer. Thank you so much. Get spamming some of them YNWA emotes in the comments that you now have access to. Daniel McInerney says, please look at my comments. Well, yep. If you've done another one, they're going pretty quick. I can't find them all. Shaqiri over Wijnaldum, please, says Daryl Wilkinson. Shaqiri over Wijnaldum. Where is the wee man? The wee man. So I'd maybe have him, obviously, probably play that side, cutting in on that little left boot, looking to play in Firmino. Could we actually see, I've just seen somebody say, could we not play all four of them? We absolutely could play all four of them. And, you know, we spoke about this, didn't we, the other day? About how actually maybe if Fabinho's dropping deep, or you play a centre-half, maybe it's a Reece Williams, something like that. Let's grab Reece. Where is he actually? Reece is over there. If you grab a Reece Williams, could you play someone like a Fabinho and a Thiago there with the front four in front of them? That would maybe be quite nice. I just can't personally imagine it, that we're going to see it now. But maybe towards the end of games, if we're looking for goals and stuff like that. But this is such a big game, isn't it? Newcastle United, you know, we know how they're performing over the last few weeks. They've turned a little bit of a corner themselves, whether that's just fortunate or whether they actually turn the corner and they're going to make a little march next season, maybe. But yeah, I'd imagine that, you know, we've got some big games coming up, and the rotation between the front three seems to be working right now. So I'd imagine that is what we kind of sort of stick with, just as I try and get these lads sort of back where they're supposed to be going. Where's Jimmy Milner? Here's James. There you go. Straight Fabinho up. Get where you're going, Bobby. Costas. No. Okay, no. What about Jota for Firmino, says Jack. Where is Diogo? There he is. I mean, absolutely. It's just a bit of a guess at the moment. I know Sadio. I know Mo is going to start in this one, certainly, because he obviously didn't start against Leeds, so then take your pick. For me, I think Diogo's the best off the bench, but then he might be the best goal scorer behind Mo Salah anyway, so maybe we'll see that. Timo NB said, is Phillips available? I don't know, is the honest answer. Kim Cockeron Morrison, your board isn't near, Chris, sort it out. Neat, I think he meant neat, or she meant neat. Yeah, it's not neat. Do you know what? I've got OCD. I'm just going to turn my back on it and pretend. David 11 Salah says, play Davies. I think Naby starts for Thiago. Chris says, Chris Whitty. Get back to... Yeah, not going to say that. Mr. Frankie couldn't care less anywhere about the season. FSG need to go and we need to reset over the summer. Again, this is kind of what we were sort of saying in our statements and stuff, is we believe in collectiveness and the ability for us when we get together as fans to enact change as one, which is why we're not ready to commit to different factions going ahead and sort of trying to do different things. We think that everybody needs to come together, decide what we want, because I think right now there is no real plan for what people want to do. So people might be saying, like, you know, we need new owners. Who are those new owners? I personally think we need to have fan ownership in football clubs. I think we need to have fan representation on boards. I think we need to look at football as a whole and look at how not just a salary cap but a cost cap. And what I mean by that is a maximum figure that every football club can spend, be that on executives all the way down to tea ladies. Like, that is like not just the salaries of the players and stuff like that. And you know, there are loads of things, and everybody out there will have their own thing that they can add to this, and that's why we want to listen to as many people as we can before we throw ourselves into this fight. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And go and read the statement. It's on the redmentv.com. Maybe Tom will be able to put the link to the Twitter post over in here as well, or whatever. So yeah, thank you so much. That is the starting 11, but most importantly, I just want to say as well, Thank you to everybody who supported us over these last few days. They've been very trying times for all of us. We've been doing so many live shows. Paul has just done an unbelievable effort of how many just shows he's been on, and you know, leading the charge for us there. It's been incredible to stand next to and sit next to and watch him do all of those things. But I feel invigorated now. I feel like there's a chance here for starting something, and that something for me is taking football back to what it really is, its roots, and you know, football as part of our communities. Football isn't just a business like any other. Football is a business, of course it's a business, but you can't just make a new Liverpool down the road like it was a co-op, you know what I mean, or a Mackey's or anything like that. And that's the fundamental difference for me. They are intrinsically linked to their communities and need to stay a part of those communities, for not only for the good they do, but just everything that they've done over the last 100+ years. And we need to stick together. We really do. We need to show that collectiveness and show that we can enact change when we do group together and all focus with laser focus on the goal. And the goal is making and taking football back to what it was and what we need it to be. Anyway, thank you so much for the support. I'm dead proud of all of the content that we've put out around this. I couldn't have been prouder. You know, we started 11 years ago, and some of the first videos we did were marching with Hicks and Gillette and the blackout shirts and all that type of stuff, and maybe some people will remember it, but we were there. We've marched towards Anfield, we've marched before, while we've been doing Redmen TV for change, and it feels right now like, you know, we're on the precipice of something very, very important as football fans, and as I say, we just need to stick together. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like on the video, support the Reds, support the lads, no matter what, because those lads, Jordan Henderson, Trent Alexander, everybody in the squad, Jurgen Klopp, James Milner, they stood up for us, and on Saturday we need to be there for them. They need to know that we support them in their endeavours. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Ta-ra.